rock your world.
Stay Brony, my friends.
Welcome, y'all.
Hi.
It's your boy, Dusty Cat, here on the West Coast, San Jose, California. Me and Rainbow Dash here. Say hi to Ari. Ari's over there. Hey, Ari, how you doing? Say hello. You there?
Can you say hi?
Say hi. Hi. How you doing, buddy? And this week we have Sarah and Ari. Sarah is known as a blogger on Huffington Post, and her son is 5-year-old Ari, who is a Brony, much like us, and came to prominence when she wrote a nice little article about it on Huffington Post, and a very nice article about us, which we'll discuss in a little bit. But everybody say hello. Hey, say hello, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi.
I hope everyone's doing all right.
Oh, yes. We are going to have a fun time tonight with you and Ari.
Oh, we're very excited.
Yes. You also, I'm a little blurb I wrote here, you also substitute teacher in New York, correct?
Yes.
Yes. What age groups are you substitute teaching for out there?
I have substitute taught for age basically ranging from pre-K to high school, but mainly elementary.
Elementary. Okay, so right around Ari's kind of age.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So mainly, 5 to 10-year-olds.
5 to 10-year-olds. Okay, so we know when we're talking later, we know what kind of kids that you're dealing with. So I hope everybody out there had a really great couple of weeks without us. It's been trying, to say the least, in our fandom, and we'll discuss that a little bit later tonight. But we're going to start off with our standard question for every guest now that's coming up. What are some of your earliest memories of cartoons and comics that you enjoyed as a kid, Sarah?
Well, I was a huge Animaniacs fan.
Animaniacs.
Such a great show and such sophisticated humor,
Yeah.
I loved Pinkie and the Brain. I loved Batman the Animated Series. Mm-hmm. I was a big fan of Gummy Bears and Tailspin. Mm-hmm. We're talking,
Disney
weekday afternoon. Yeah, Disney afternoon. Yeah, but I mean, I have vivid memories of recording every single Animaniacs episode.
Yeah. I think everybody did. I did.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Except for Mindy and Buttons. I didn't get Mindy.
Yeah, no, that was really, they should have omitted that skit.
Yeah.
And as far as comics are concerned, I really love Neil Gaiman. I'm a huge Sandman fan.
Yeah, I knew that was coming. Neil Gaiman. Oh, it must be Sandman.
Yes, love Sandman. I also really like. I love Spawn too.
Oh,
I have
you know what? I have Spawn 1 through 25.
Yep.
Yeah, in bags, in boxes, upstairs. Yes.
I don't know what to do with them now because
I didn't like the movies.
No, the movies were lame.
Were horrible, lame.
Yeah.
The comic book was cool.
Totally lame. The comic was amazing.
Yeah. Yep. gave him enough money to buy signed baseballs and do really cool action figures. Hey, Ari. Hey, Ari.
Ari, are you there?
Yeah? Tell me something, Ari. Why do you like ponies so much?
Don't be shy.
Don't be shy. Tell me, man.
What did you say? Oh, can you say it a little louder?
They can fly.
Because they can fly?
Yes.
That's a good reason. That's a good reason. That must mean Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy are your favorite ponies. And maybe Spitfire.
Do you like Rainbow Dash? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ari is a huge Rainbow Dash
Rainbow
fan.
Dash fan.
Oh yeah.
You have to get
Avid Rainbow Dash
Get
fan.
him into the Wonderbolts. He likes flying ponies.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Spitfire and Soarin' over there. Sarah, you
Yes.
loved the ponies back in the 80s. Is it nice that you can now, share your love of cartoons with your son? Tell us a bit about being able to share that with your son.
Well, it was a surprise to me because I was so obsessed with My Little Ponies in the 80s, and I remember my brother actually used to steal them from me, which was very funny, and he tortured me in so many ways. But I assumed that my daughter would be the My Little Pony fan in the house, so I started buying them for her, and then all of a sudden one day Ari was like, I want to watch the show. Like, he saw it on Netflix and he was curious about it, and I was like, okay, cool. And then he was like, I really like it. I want to watch another episode. And so it was really exciting because it brought back like nostalgic memories for me of watching the show in the 80s, and I remember collecting all the different ponies, and so now it's something that we can share together, which is really awesome.
Oh yeah, but back in the 80s the show was a little darker.
Yeah, it was dark and
so tell us a bit about, you were in the 80s, you were a little girl. How old were you when you were watching Pony? How old were you?
Oh, I want to say like 6, 7, 8.
Okay,
yeah.
So when the demons come out, the ponies have to like go into the demon castle and wasn't that a little
That's dusty.
dark
Yeah.
for you at 6 or 7? What, as a small girl watching, the demons try to capture the ponies and all that, wasn't that dark to you at that age?
Yeah, but you also have to remember that the 80s, a lot of things were uncensored, and I think it was a very different time. He is. He's talking.
That's me.
Yeah, that's Dusty. So I think that it was a different vibe, like in the 80s, like things were just super, things were kind of darker. I mean, you look at Star Wars, Star Wars is kind of dark. E.T., I have a funny story actually. So E.T. was the first movie that I ever saw in the movie theater, and I was 3. And what's that, Ari? You have to go to the bathroom? Okay. So I was in the movie theater, and I kept talking during the movie, and my dad was like, you can't talk during the movie. It's, people are trying to watch it. So I turn around to the entire movie theater and I go, look, people in the middle of E.T. And my dad was like, we gotta go. And so we left the movie theater, and on the way home I go, I'm too little to see this movie.
Quite early, you knew all about the R-rated system.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, this is not my demographic. I mean, but it was just so funny. But E.T. is actually kind of a scary movie.
It's kind of dark, yeah.
Yeah. But that's the thing is I really feel like it was a different time, and things were more uncensored.
Oh yeah. I'll put it this graphic. What Sarah, seeing as Ari's off to the little boy's room, who were your favorite ponies and why?
Oh, in the 80s series?
Yeah. Here's a picture of your brother taking your pony.
So it's so funny because at the time when I was watching My Little Pony in the 80s, I must have known all of their names. I can't remember any of them now. Really? But I remember being completely obsessed with them. Like, I remember collecting them obsessively. I mean, now it's like I know all the names of the ponies in the new series, but I can't for the life of me recall the names of the ones from the 80s.
Wow. Well, this one in the picture I think has stars on the butt. If I remember correctly, pink and stars was Twilight.
Yeah, that makes sense. And also, you know what it's so interesting, too, about the 80s ponies is that they're more, like, curvy.
Yeah.
I feel like the new... Yeah, they got some, you know, they got an hourglass shape. But I feel like the new ponies are a little skinnier.
Yeah, except for Mrs. Cake.
Right. Exactly.
couple of foals, you know, they're going to, you know, something with the hips.
Right. Well, the other thing is not even just about body image, but like I feel like Twilight has been to the salon, or Rarity certainly has.
Rarity's been to the salon, but look, Twilight's been growing. Have you noticed? This entire episode, she's getting about that much taller every episode, and the horn's getting a little longer and a little thinner. In fact, if you go back to last week's episode and you see Rarity standing next to Twilight at the train station waiting for Trenderhoof, their horns are dissimilar. Hers is nice and straight and pointy, and hers is actually rounded. You can tell the difference just by looking in that one scene. So something's happening.
Something is occurring,
We're not
for sure.
What? But something's happening. Yeah.
Something is happening.
Yes. You watched the show with your son. You said so. What do you, as a mom with Ari, think of the show? You've seen the old show. Now you've watched the new show. Now this is, I think, the first time we've had on our program somebody who's watched both programs, one as a child and one now as a mom. Give us your opinion between, you know, what the show is today and what the show used to be, and how you feel that the show is for your son or for your kids, for your daughter too.
I mean, what I remember from the show from the 80s is that it had a slower pace. You know, it seemed like it felt slower to me. I think that the really awesome thing about the modern My Little Pony is that, first of all, it's really like it's hip, right? And it's got like this faster pace. It has a lot of like sophisticated humor. Yeah. It has what can only be called as sort of musical theater ensembles. You know, I think that's what's so neat because, you know, I'm a theater person. I went to performing arts high school and I studied drama at NYU. I studied theater at NYU. And what I love more than anything, I think, about the show are the musical numbers. I think they're so sophisticated and fun. And we actually wake up every morning and sing, like, watch the songs on YouTube and sing them together.
That's cool.
It's really fun. We really like it. And, you know, Samara likes the Rarity song, you know. I'm the type of pony every pony should know.
Yeah. I like that one, too.
Yes. I thought you might like that one.
Back when I had hair. Yes.
Such a good... I like your rendition of it.
You like that? A lot of people said it was too husky. So, like,
no, I thought you did a really nice job.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Ari back yet?
Ari is in the restroom, but he will be back momentarily.
Okay. We'll go into what you were just talking about. Having gone to, I think the whole name of that school is Florello H. LaGuardia High School?
That's it.
Is that it?
Yes. That's it,
also,
yeah. Also
known as the high school in the TV show and movie Fame.
I want to live forever.
Yeah. It's known for its performing arts programs. Tell us a little bit about how your own creative streak and how going to such a school nurtured that creative streak in you. You obviously took, you know, theater or other classes at that. How having that kind of atmosphere really helped you in being creative.
Oh, it was exponentially helpful to me. I think, you know, I was always a creative kid, and I, you know, from the time that I was little, like I want to say 6, 7, I used to use my mom's old typewriter and write stories. Okay. I mean, while other kids were like going outside and playing in the park, I was like, I want to obsessively type stories, you know? I mean, from a very, very young age, I knew I wanted to be a writer. Cool. I always knew. And so, and the thing that was wonderful about going to LaGuardia was that I went through a period in my life where it was really difficult for me to express my feelings. And I found that the only way that I could do it was through theater. So I'm somewhat of an introvert, even though I appear to be kind of extroverted. I have a very introverted side, and when yeah, it's very true. So when I got into LaGuardia, you know, being a teenager is a really difficult time, and so I was able to learn a craft and be able to sort of use my, you know, when I was going through a difficult time, I would put all of that energy into my scenes. You know, so I was learning how to act, but I was also learning how to cope emotionally with life at the same time.
That's pretty dang cool.
Yeah, it was really awesome. I mean, I didn't realize what an amazing education I had until I left LaGuardia.
Yeah, because when I think the closest thing we had in my high school in Michigan was we had choir.
Right.
And that was it. You know, we didn't have a theater. I mean, we had the school had a stage, but we didn't have a theater group. We didn't have a theater class. You know, we had marching band, we had choir, and that was pretty much it. So it was it's just being able to just thinking of when I was that age. If I'd had, you know, one theater class, maybe I'd have been much better off today than I was at the time.
I mean, and then you hear things like about drama therapy, which is really, really neat. I think I feel that it's very important for all schools to have a theater program. And I mean, starting as young as elementary, I actually work in a school that is an elementary school that has a consistent, every class gets a theater, like they have theater. It's a consistent class. Yeah. So I think, you know, and that's really sort of sad that our country doesn't value the arts really like it should, you know, and I think in the, like, especially like our educational system now is so focused on testing and on scores, and they're forgetting that the arts are integral to an education.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of the kids who were in the upper parts of my class. You know, the top 25, the top 50 people that were in the class were either in choir, in marching band, in one of the creative, you know, side fields. You know, the arts classes. But most of the top 25 to 50 people in the graduating class were all part of that, you know. So it helps work pieces in the brain together that you don't think that you need until you need them. I mean, it's taken me a very long time now to learn how to play bass, and because I never picked it up when I was younger, and it's hard for this side of the brain and this side of the brain to get these things to work correctly. You know, it takes a very long time to get it to play correctly, and I wish I had picked it up a lot sooner. Not at 45, but I'm having lots of fun with it.
It's never too late.
It's never too late to rock. It's never too late to rock.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! What drew you to blogging about, well, you know, everything?
So I mentioned that I was writing as early as 6, 7 on my mom's typewriter, and then I progressed to a Macintosh Plus. And then, you know, like eventually, you know, real computers came out. And, you know, I had Ari, and I at the time was staying home with him, and I was trying to think of ways to make money from home. And I'd read a couple blogs here and there, and I'd always thought about starting a blog, but I was sort of timid to do it because, you know, the introverted side of me kind of second-guessed myself, and I thought, oh, no one's going to read my blog, and, you know, nobody's going to care about what I write. And then I was like, you know what, whatever, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it, and I'm not even going to do it with the intention of necessarily making money. I'm just going to do it because I enjoy writing, and it's a way to document my life and talk about what it's like to be a new mom. And it's interesting because my mom is a very PR savvy person. My mom always, like when I was growing up, we started a pen pal club together, and she is just knows PR. So I have PR in my blood, I always say. And so I started using my blog to reach out to companies and do product reviews, which I loved. I loved, you know, like showing people different products that I found useful. And, you know, I think that the really cool thing about social media is that it's just so versatile. Like, there's so much to be gained from from you know, like when you blog and you read other people's blogs, you kind of see that you're not alone.
Yeah.
You know, you're going through similar things. I've read so much good writing, you know, being a blogger and sort of like making friends online. You know, I felt like it was wonderful to be a part of a community. It sort of made me feel like I had a home.
Yep. It could be, there's two edges to that sword, though. The one thing, being a substitute teacher, you are on the front lines with the kids nowadays, what they're going through.
Oh, yeah.
So are you seeing a lot of, you know, a lot of the bullying that we put up with when we were kids taken to another extreme?
Well, this is the thing that's really difficult about bullying now, is because with the advent of social media, it becomes so much easier to make somebody's life miserable.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're hiding behind a computer screen, you know? I say all the time, I am so happy that Facebook did not exist when I was in high school, or didn't exist when I was in junior high school, you know? So a lot of the things that, like, some of that stuff I don't see. I don't see, like, blatant bullying because it's hidden, you know? I mean, you will see, like, teaching, you will see some kids that don't necessarily, like, fit, like, quote unquote, fit in with the rest of the class and are sort of, like, isolated.
Yeah.
But you don't see straight up, like, my memory from when I was a kid, like, I remember being hardcore bullied, you know, and ostracized. But you don't really see, you don't see that anymore. It's more insidious.
It's more, you know, more behind the scenes.
It's more behind the scenes, for sure.
I don't have to take the risk of showing it in front of the teacher. I can do it online.
Oh, I can do it online. I can make somebody's life hell online, so I'm not going to do it in the classroom because it's so much easier to do it online.
Yeah. One of the latest stories coming out of our fandom is, of course, Michael Moronis. You've heard of it. I've heard of it. The 11-year-old boy attempted to take his own life about a week and a half ago. As the mother of a Brony, who's only 5, I mean, he's half the age, but still, he's getting up there to where he's going to go into school soon. What are the kind of things do you think that you can do now to help him with bullies that are going to come, obviously? Is there anything that you're planning? Is there anything that's in your mind, that things that you can help?
Oh, so if Ari were bullied?
Yeah, if Ari were bullied.
I mean, we always have an open dialogue after school about what happened, you know? And so I tell him, you know, if anything is happening that's upsetting you, please tell me. So I think that's one of the things, is to create an open dialogue where your kid feels like he can be like, hey, this is not cool, what's happening. Because a lot of times, you know, from what I remember, when I was in junior high school, I was really scared to tell my parents about the people that were torturing me. Yeah. You know? So, because I was afraid something was going to happen to me. I mean, I did tell my brother, and my brother was able to stick up for me, which was really cool, but I think a lot of it is like fear, you know? So I always tell him, if something is wrong and somebody, you know, is not treating you in a way that you feel comfortable, please, you can always tell me. Even if they say, don't tell your mom, or they threaten you, or they tell, you know what I mean? Yeah. I instill the fact that he can tell me.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you gotta instill that. Off the darker thing, as a mom, when you take your kids to the store to buy a trinket, a toy, whether it's Walmart, or Toys R Us, or Target, or any of these places, what are your thoughts as a mom on the whole pink aisle, blue aisle thing?
Can I curse?
Huh?
Can I curse?
You may curse. You can get up on a soapbox. You can yell from the mountain. You go right ahead.
Okay, I think it's total bull.
Buy some apples.
Okay, let's not go there. Let's not go that far.
Right.
We'll go into buy some apples.
Right.
Okay.
I mean, what I mean is, okay, can I say BS?
Yes.
Okay, I think it's BS, because I think that I don't think that there are girl toys and boy toys. I believe that kids are going to play with what they play with.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the end. And I think that by trying to put them into categories, you know, and say, like, you can't play with this because you're a girl, I think it's ridiculous.
I'm of the same ilk because when I was growing up, I actually was very happy being a cook. I worked in a seafood restaurant for many years and had a lot of fun working in that restaurant. I had good times, I had bad times. But I found that I had a talent for it, and I had a lot of fun at times. And when I was younger, if I had, you know, an easy bake oven or something like that that was blue instead of pink, maybe my parents would have bought it for me, and I'd have learned that I liked baking, and I'd have learned that I liked cooking even earlier in life. And maybe today I'd be a chef instead of being a motorcycle mechanic. But it's just one of those things where if you hold something away from a kid just because it's blue or pink, you're never going to find out what they're truly good at. I mean,
right.
I mean, there's how many seamstresses in New York are male? How many chefs around the world are male or female? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. By the way, let's just talk about how awesome Easy Bake Ovens are.
Oh yeah, Easy Bake Ovens are cool. Are you kidding me?
They're so amazing.
Do you remember the Pizza Hut Easy Bake Oven?
Totally.
Oh man, you could make your own pizza?
Yo, that was the bomb.
That was the bomb.
That was the bomb. Oh my god, that one.
You had to beg your mom to go buy more dough and pizza sauce because you ate the whole thing, right?
That was like amazing. And I mean, just the little packets, and you could make brownies. Like that thing was, dude, that was awesome.
That was cool. What the heck is going on behind you? Was that like a garbage truck or something?
Oh my gosh, you can hear that?
Yeah,
God, New York is so loud.
New York is loud. And you're in Brooklyn somewhere, right?
Yes, we are in downtown Brooklyn.
Downtown Brooklyn. Not even the outskirts of Brooklyn. We in downtown.
Woo, woo, we in downtown Brooklyn.
That's craziness right there.
Down in the BK.
I went to Brooklyn during BronyCon when it was in New Jersey. Oh, God. It was so cool. Because I was like, oh, man, white boy from Michigan in Brooklyn. That's cool. And I was like, it was nothing like I imagined, you know, because you get like, when I grew up, it was Hill Street Blues, the cop show, and it showed Brooklyn in the grittiest way. I mean, it was like everybody getting shot. You couldn't walk 3 feet without getting shot.
You know what's so funny? People still think that.
Yeah. I went down there and had a really great time with my friend Mick Collins from the Dirt Bombs, and we walked 12 blocks to find a place to have a drink and BS because we hadn't seen each other in years. And it's like, we walked into a couple of stores and had a great time. They were, oh, you're from Michigan? Oh, that's great. Hey, back and forth. Place was awesome. You know, sure, don't walk down a dark alley at night, but, you know, it wasn't that bad. You know?
I know. People exaggerate.
You know, TV shows, they always exaggerate.
Exactly.
Especially New York.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, I get that all the time. I get from my friends, some of my friends who live in, like, Canada, they're like, do you have to avoid gunshots? I was like, you don't even know. You're silly.
You're silly. Yeah. So, it is time for a commercial. And,
yay!
You know what? Hasbro kicked this back to me because me and the boys got together, you know. Super Bowl was last week, and we were thinking, you know what? The Hub needs a Super Bowl commercial. They're riding high right now. They need a Super Bowl.
Riding high.
You know, so we thought as Bronies, we're going to bring it. We're going to bring the Super Bowl commercial to you for free. All you have to do is you know, get the time to do it. You didn't even have to produce it. We produced it for you. Nah, they weren't going to go for it. So, you get it. So, right now, right here, right now, you get the premiere of the Super Bowl commercial that was rejected by Hasbro.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. See you in a minute. Hello?
Hey, bud. What you doing?
Looks like our work here is done.
Watching ponies. Drinking a cider.
Yeah, those
you doing?
ponies never partied so hard.
Watching ponies
Thanks
and
to me. Cheese.
having cider.
Cheese sandwich.
True.
Yeah!
Yeah!
That was a doozy.
Hey, yo, who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone!
Looks like our next party is gonna be in Ponyville.
Yeah! Yeah! Hey, where's Jack's Blade? Hey, Jack's Blade! Pick up the phone! What? Hello? Yeah! 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 Frickin' brownies. Yo, B, what you doing?
Watching ponies and having sex.
True. True.
So that is the Super Bowl commercial that never happened. So
Sweet.
Hopefully you guys enjoyed that because we enjoyed making it for you.
With some famous bronies.
Yes, that was Jack's blade, and if you there's a little Easter egg in there in the middle. I hope you guys caught it. He's orange and goes and yells a lot. So I hope you guys enjoyed that.
And hi, Private Stampede.
Yes, he's in there somewhere. I think he's in the chat room. Was waiting for that. So with that, we're gonna go into upcoming convention season. Convention season is in full swing right now. Coming up is Babscon. Babscon, April 18th through 20th. That's Easter weekend. God, the lineup just keeps getting better and better. Andrea Libman, Tara Strong, Kathy Westluck, Nicole Oliver, Peter New, GM Barrow, M.A. Larson, Amy Keating-Rogers, Megan McCarthy, Brian and Brianna Drummond, Jason Thiessen, Big Jim Miller, and now also Josh Haber. How many more people can they squeeze into this show? I have no idea.
That's quite a list.
Quite a list,
yes.
And on the music side, you've got Eurobeat Brony, and you've got Fanning and Tarby and Michael A. for the concert on Saturday. And if you use the registration code SOMANLY, the number 10, all caps, SOMANLY10, you get 10% off your registration to that convention. And if you were here last show, Guns brought up something, and I made a little challenge to one Private Stampede for Hoof Wrestle at Babscon. And I got a little video from him, and I haven't seen it yet. So I'm going to play it for you guys right now. This is his answer to my challenge for Hoof Wrestle at Babscon. Check it out.
I heard some pony talking smack. I heard that some old man can beat me. Well, listen up, Dusty Bones. World's manliest brony ain't got nothing on world's manliest pony. Your party cannons ain't got nothing on Snowflake's cannonball surprise. You want to reply to what I think about your challenge? Well, come Babscon, we will see who's stronger. Yeah.
So, Dusty Bones is it? Boy, I saw the inside of a gym before you were born. This is going to be good, folks. I've already got it on good authority that this is going to happen. I got it on good authority from the people at Babscon that this is going to happen. I've already got my slot. So, we're going to do this, and we're going to do it right. More details to come next show. Stay
Dun dun dun.
Dun dun dun. Moving on, TrotCon, June 20th through 22nd in Columbus, Ohio. Change page. Guests, Emily and Tay from Peggy Sisters Live, Pixel Kitties, Eurobeat Brony, and Cyril the Wolf. Then we have Everfree Northwest, July 4th through 6th in Seattle. Mareika Hendricks, Gilda the Griffin herself. Registration is open. Panels are open. They just announced a writing contest. So check out their website, everfreenw.com. for details on the writing contest. BronyCon, August 1st through 3rd in Baltimore. Registration is now open. Hotel reg is open. Kazumi Evans and now Daniel Ingram is going to be there. Galacon announces. Galacon, August 2nd through 3rd, same weekend as BronyCon, but over there in Luxembourg, Germany. And their tickets are go on sale today, the 10th. And they announced their first guest, Princess Celestia herself, Nicole Oliver, is going to Germany.
Dun dun!
Dun dun. They also booked Living Tombstone. So Living Tombstone is going to be in Germany instead of at BronyCon. So there you go. BronyCan, August 22nd through 24th, Richmond, BC, Canada. The changelings are coming and they need your help. Pre-reg is open. Check them out. Okay, that is all of the upcoming conventions. If you have a convention I haven't talked about, send me an email, dusty@manlysbrony.com, and I'll put you in there. Going on to charity work. Charity, we did 1,203 bits on a 500 bit goal, and that is awesome because the second charity of the year, 2,413 bits already for the year, and that is awesome. That was for Nightmare Moon's teeth problem. Of course, our good friend Heatwave, who is a DJ here on Everfree Network, has a show called Lunar Republic Takeover, which is the request show on Fridays. Some of you may remember Nightmare kidnapped Screwball a little while ago. I had to go, beat her around and get Screwball back. But bygones be gone, bygones. Heatwave's a good friend of ours. So for that, we were giving away a couple things. One was this Talking Nightmare Moon doll right here. This was for anything whatsoever. Now we cracked 500 bits, so we're going to two names. First name gets this. Second name gets a guest spot on her show. So you're going to get a guest spot on Lunar Republic Takeover. So I have a hat full of names right here. See this hat? I'm going to dig in here for the first name. First name gets the Nightmare Moon toy. So
oh, very exciting.
Take this one. What does this one say? This one says, Late Metal. Late Metal. You get the Nightmare Moon talkie. So,
yay!
If you're watching, send me an email, and I'll get that out to you. So I'll put that right over there with Nightmare. Now, second name. You get the guest spot on the show, so we'll get in contact with you so you can get in contact with Heatwave, and we'll get you a time to be on the show. That's this name right here. Unwrap this one. Hardcover. You get that prize. Thank you very much for your donations, guys. So this one I get to Heatwave. Okay, a little note right there. Now, a couple of things. We have some outstanding prizes that people have not gotten back to me. Some of you guys have not registered on manlysbrony.com with your names, so I can't find you. Mike Brent, I can't find you. Spike, I can't find you. You guys need to send me an email to dusty@manlysbrony.com so that I can contact you about your prizes. So, get back to me and we'll move forward on those. Now, we go on to Sarah and Ari's charity, which is the Coalition for the Homeless, Inc., New York City. You want to talk a little about that, Sarah?
Yes, so homelessness is a huge issue.
Especially
a huge issue. And in New York especially. And, walking to school and, wherever I have to go, I will encounter at least two homeless people, on the way to and from school. And, you just never know that could be you one day.
Yes, it could.
And that this is the thing, is that this is not something that is exclusive to anyone. And so it's a huge epidemic. Mm-hmm. And we need to try to assist the people that have lost their homes for whatever reason. I mean, it's not one reason. I mean, it could be multiple things, and you just never know. You never know when you could find yourself in that situation. So I think as a community, it's important for us to raise awareness and to help those who don't have shelter. I mean, we should be thankful for the fact that we have a roof over our heads.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know where they're sleeping tonight.
Nope. And it gets cold in the East Coast. New York's going through a snap right now.
Exactly. I mean, it's been so cold, and the people that don't have a place to... And the other thing is the shelters here in New York for homeless people are overcrowded, and a lot of times they're not safe, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why people will choose to be homeless rather than go to a shelter.
Yeah. Yeah. So we need to do some help for that. So if you go to manlysbrony.com, there is a link. Click the link. Go to and give your money there. Remember to register on manlysbrony.com with the same name you're using over at the charity so that I can find you. And then you will be available. You will be eligible for these things. So, first, I have the new rainbow-powered Twilight Sparkle. Check it out. That's new.
That is awesome.
That's new. Just found that at Target yesterday. So, that. And a dog tag. And a blind bag, first series, and one stack of collectible cards. Okay, new cards. So, all those 4 things for if you give us anything at all. So, that would be cool. Now, if we crack 500 bits, again, which we normally do, I know we will, so, our very good friend sent us this. This is a beautiful... Thanks for donating from Pink Pearl Apple. This is a Rainbow Dash everything. This is a coffee mug. This is a mints. This is a Rainbow Dash tie. This is all kinds of stuff's in here. Oh, look at a pair of socks. That's all that stuff. That is cool. Thank you very much, Pink Pearl Apple. This is all.
Yay!
This is all Valentine's Day themed. So if we crack 500, there's this right here. Okay. So that is going to be available. If we don't crack $500, I'm going to keep it because I like Rainbow Dash. So, nah, I won't. I'll figure it out. But that is charity for the week. Thank you very much, everybody. So now we bring in our good friend Screwball. Hey, Sarah, I lost him again.
Oh no!
Yeah. Can you call for Screwball? He's under here.
Screwball!
Screwy.
Yo!
Oh,
Oh, there he is!
there he is.
How you guys doing?
What's up, buddy?
Overly excited and happy.
Overly excited and happy. Well, how's that any different than any other time you're here?
Well, because here's some very great news that I haven't told anyone yet.
Tell me.
I get.
Tell me.
Hold your horses.
Okay. There's one here. There's one here, and there's this one, and let's see, this one over here, and want me to get them all?
Dusty, you're too hilarious.
I got more.
Here's the thing: is I am confirmed for going to Babscon.
Woo! Yeah, buddy.
Yay!
Absolutely. You know what that means? You know what that means?
What?
Screwball and Dusty in the same studio for a show.
You know it.
We're gonna make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen.
In 2 years of this show, Screwball and I have never been. Well, actually, no, once. We were in the same room for a show, and that was Everfree Northwest.
Oh yeah, that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, and we sort of didn't know what we were going to do. But now we got time to plan. We got time to plan, so we can make it awesome. Awesome.
I think if you...
I need a band.
I think if... Oh, you do.
Yeah.
You do. I think if you bring out that giant Rainbow Dash, Ari may come back.
This one? Hey, Ari, you want to see Rainbow Dash?
Ari, you want to see Rainbow Dash?
Woo!
Oh, come here.
Come here.
Look. You got to put your headphones on, though. Look.
See? Giant Rainbow Dash.
What do you think? Do you want one like that?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Build-A-Bear
What
Workshop.
would you do if you had a Rainbow Dash like that?
But mommy,
Yeah.
I have to pause it.
Okay, hold on. He's coming right back.
Okay.
No, my stomach really hurts.
Oh, okay.
Brush.
He's very excited by that Rainbow Dash.
Yes. Build-A-Bear Workshop.
You can just hear.
He's like, I.
He's into it. Wants it.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So how are we doing on questions there, Screwy?
I've been reeling in a bunch right now. I will bring them right on up. So I'll 1 second. I actually have a couple saved in my phone too, so I have like a lot of devices open right now.
Wow, that's cool.
So here's the first one from Nathan Barlow. Question is to you, Sarah and Ari out there. All the ponies, which one would be your most favorite pony?
For me or Ari? Because we know who Ari loves.
Ari likes Rainbow Dash.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Fluttershy is really underrated. I really like her because I relate to her compassion for animals. I also think that she's like fascinating because she's introverted, but she's also got this like deep like inner life. And I also and you see, I like when she gets like frustrated. Like I really like that.
That's why I love the Hulk reference when they had the super ponies.
I could just kick something.
I love her, and I love when she has like the weird manly voice. That cracks me up.
I don't want to talk about it.
That was one
also,
of
hi Nathan. I know Nathan from Twitter, and he's amazing.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is.
He makes awesome posters and artwork, and love him.
Yeah, he's super awesome.
Awesome. So I'll bring on the next question. Oh, by the way, I love Fluttershy as well.
Yeah, she's amazing.
She is. So this is from Imperious. Imperious. A question for. Is Ari around? By the way.
Ari, somebody has a question for you. Here he is. Yes.
Wait.
Oh, he's good. He's coming right back.
Okay. The life of a 3-year-old.
I know. I'm
All
telling
over
you.
the place.
Are you ready, Ari?
Almost.
Almost.
It's only live TV, Ari.
I know. It's only live TV.
Only live TV.
Okay. You ready for your question? He's ready.
Okay, do it.
Okay, Ari. The question is: if you were a pony, what kind of pony would you be?
Rainbow Dash.
So in other words, you'd be a
Everyone knows
Pegasus.
that's it.
You would be a Pegasus.
Yes.
And there he goes flying away.
Yeah, he flew away.
Flew away. He'd be a Pegasus. You should. You know what?
Yes.
You know what, Sarah? You should get him a pair of those We Love Fine felt wings.
Oh, I love We Love Fine.
Just put those on him and just let him run.
I want to get him the Rainbow Dash hat from We Love Fine.
Oh, do it.
And also the hoodie too is really awesome.
The hoodie's awesome. I've got the neck warmer.
Oh
Rainbow Dash
yeah,
neck
that
warmer.
one is really cool. I think I might. I will probably spend a lot of money on that website.
No comment. But
I could have put a lot of money into it myself.
Yes.
Ooh, so this is from Gavin. Not really a question, but he'd like to thank you, Dusty, for the gifts you sent him.
oh, you're welcome.
Aww,
No problem.
That's so kind.
No problem.
like that.
Yes.
But also from Gavin, question for Sarah. What cartoon did you dislike when you were young?
Ooh, disliking.
Oh,
Dun, dun, dun.
that's a hard one. I have to think about that. Let me give me a second. I mean, so I think I didn't like G.I. Joe that much, but I think the reason that I didn't like it is because my brother used to watch it so much that I was annoyed.
No.
You know, I was annoyed because like I wanted to watch my show.
Uh-huh.
I also think it's kind of boring.
They do the same thing all the time.
Yeah, it's not interesting.
Cobra Commander comes out, Destro comes out, they smack him around, and it's over. There you go.
Oh, I totally forgot to say that I love...
Until Sergeant Slaughter came around.
Yes, I forgot to mention in terms of 80s cartoons, like, let's not forget Inspector Gadget.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Hello.
How about Danger Mouse?
Danger Mouse. So many good ones.
When you asked me before show, what, and I was thinking so hard as to what my most favorite thing to wake up on Saturday morning to watch was.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I loved watching Bill Nye the Science Guy.
That's pretty
Yes.
Cool. Now when Weird Al Yankovic had his Saturday morning show, that was
Really?
hilarious. Yeah, he had a live action Saturday morning show.
Oh, I'm looking at the chat room and somebody's asking what G.I. Joe is, which is really funny to me.
Goodness.
What?
I know.
Hasbro, you know the people that put out your ponies actually
Hello?
put out G.I. Joe. You know, it's actually I think it's like the 50th anniversary of G.I. Joe right now. He used to come out as a 12-inch action figure, you know, right around World War II.
Come on, guys.
Okay, that's another what Cypher says here. The Red Green Show. Now I don't know, not much you Americans will know that show, but that show in Canada
the Red Green
was
Show was a freaking scream. Okay, yeah, Red Green
best
Show.
thing ever.
Oh, I don't know it. Now I have to look it up. Also, do you guys remember the game show Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego?
Oh,
Yes. Oh, that's another good one.
That was awesome, and let me tell you something. The cool thing about that show was, like, I knew kids that went on it.
Really? That's cool.
Yeah. So that was really... It was like a fun New York thing, because people would be like, oh, I went on Carmen Sandiego, and we'd be all jealous.
Wow, that's neat.
Yeah,
And Double Dare. Come on, all the Nickelodeon shows. Double Dare.
God, there's
You
so
know.
many.
You can't do that on television.
You can't do that on television. Clarissa explains it all.
Clarissa explains it all. Everything.
Yeah.
Yep. Next.
Oh goodness. I'm just getting struck by so much nostalgia. It's making me faint.
I know.
So this one's from Pink Pearl Apple. First of all, she wants to wish everyone a future Happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you, Pink. I got Rainbow Dash. Yes. Thank you.
Yay.
Aww.
I'm looking forward to eating chocolate.
Yes, same here.
I'm trying to figure out what to get for my honey because we were watching TV last night and it was all like a Valentine's thing come on the TV. We both laugh, you know, diamonds or chocolates or all that stuff. We all laugh at. Both of us are laughing our ass off at, you know, all the things on TV, right? Buy your woman a car, buy your woman some diamonds, buy your woman some chocolate, buy your woman this, buy your woman that, buy your woman. And she looks at me like, you don't have to buy me nothing, honey. It's like, oh, there's my hole right there. No. If your woman ever tells you not to get her anything, don't listen to her.
No, that's a bunch of hoo-ha.
That's a bunch of hoo-ha.
Don't listen.
I love you, honey. I'm gonna get you something. Trust me, I will.
What's been going on all over the internet is the Futurama reference. Oh crap! I forgot to get myself a girlfriend again.
Oh my gosh! You know what? I actually am not a big Valentine's Day fan because I feel like it makes people that are not in relationships feel bad,
Yeah.
and so
Well, it's a Hallmark. It's not a Hallmark.
it's a Hallmark holiday. It's not
Hallmark
it's
created
not.
it so they could sell cards.
Yeah, that's all that it is. I mean, you don't need a day to tell somebody that you love them. You should tell them you love them every day.
Yeah.
I give myself a card and just say I appreciate yourself or something. I don't know.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Love yourself.
Oh,
I'm single and proud.
Next.
So this one's from Marby Z. Question is, for you, Sarah and Ari, even though he's out and about, are you planning to go to this year's BronyCon in August?
So, Dusty and I were... What? That's Uncle Dan, yeah. Dusty and I were talking about this, and I would love, just on the record, I would love to attend BronyCon. I've been in communication with them, and I would want to attend as a member of the media. So I'm hoping that comes to fruition. I'm really hopeful, and if there's karaoke, we will be singing.
Oh yeah.
Karaoke. Oh my goodness. I had some dark times with that.
Uh-oh.
I was never good at that sort of thing. I can't sing. Nuh-uh.
You're like,
No, but you know what, Dad?
Screwball's like my Ringo Starr to my Paul McCartney.
I love it. I love it. But you know what? Bad karaoke is also really good.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Look at that,
boy.
Look at that Hung guy. He made an entire career out of bad karaoke.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh my god. And then now all of a sudden I get one post saying Screwball sing 500 miles of BronyCon because I used to always sing that and I said that earlier.
Oh, somebody wanted to know if I'll bring Ari with me to BronyCon.
Yeah.
Duh.
Duh.
Of course.
Of course. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Well, Private Stampede told me that if I bring Ari to BronyCon, he's gonna have so much fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Private Stampede. Private Stampede is even more fun when kids are around. I mean,
yes,
the guy is a kid
Awesome.
magnet. He loves the kids.
He loves kids. He loves kids.
Loves the kids.
He is awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, I really want to meet him.
Yep. You will.
God, I remember when I ran into him. Which one was it? I think it was Seattle or something. As soon as I saw him, he's like, "Screw, you ready?" I'm like, "Okay." And he's like, hold out your hooves. So I hold out my fist, and then we suddenly do "Sunshine, Sunshine, Ladybugs Awake," and I was, it just like kicked in suddenly, and we just started doing it, and we did it perfectly. And then he's like, "That's it!" God, that's so good.
And you didn't let me film it.
No.
But remember.
You know what? You know what?
No, we're done. It's like,
we're done. It's over. It's a one-time thing.
It was the moment. Missed it.
It was a moment.
I'm a terrible videographer. Terrible. Next.
So this one's from Nora Mermaid. For everyone, what is your favorite nostalgic movie and why?
Ooh. So I have a lot of 80s movies that I love, but my ultimate favorite 80s movie is Back to the Future.
Okay. Cool. The original or the trilogy?
Oh no, the original. We're talking like number one, because I actually do not like the Wild West one. Like I didn't like number 3.
No.
And then 2 was good only because of the hoverboards.
Yeah.
And I always wanted a hoverboard. I was like, why do not? I need one.
Yeah.
I need one in my life.
Yeah.
Also, The Princess Bride too. I love.
Princess Bride. Awesome movie.
I love that one so much.
Yeah.
So good.
But at my age, when you're talking nostalgia movies, I go back into black and white. I go back.
You go way back.
I go way back. I'm thinking Casablanca.
Good one.
And let's see, Cyrano de Bergerac, the original black and white version of Cyrano de Bergerac.
Yeah,
awesome.
that's a great story.
Awesome movie. Let's see what else. Any of the Abbott and Costello versus the Monsters. You know, Abbott and Costello meets Frankenstein. You know,
oh yes,
wonderful
yes,
movie.
I've seen those.
Great movie. You know, yeah, it's an Abbott Costello movie meets monsters.
I love it.
It's awesome.
I've seen so. My friend actually got me into Abbott Costello. Not even within 5 years, and we've watched so many of them.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
Yep, Costello was way smarter than people give him credit for.
Yes,
way smarter.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God! Somebody mentioned Clerks. I love Clerks.
Clerks, yeah, Clerks is pretty cool. It's sad that Kevin Smith probably is not going to do another movie. You know, I think.
Oh, that is sad.
I think he's pretty much, you know, gotten his directorial, you know, butt spanked enough times now that, you know, he's not going to try again for a while.
Some of the Kevin Smith movies I really like. I mean, I didn't care for Chasing Amy. I thought it was lame.
I didn't even watch it.
Yeah, it was lame. My friend actually walked out of the theater. She was like, "This is stupid."
Although you can't, out of all of his movies, Dogma, I think
Dogma is so good.
It's probably the best movie out of all of them.
I agree, 100%. Yeah. Dogma.
Dogma's an awesome movie.
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh my God, no, and to make a really bad pun, blasphemy.
You have an assignment. You have an assignment, man.
You gotta see it. You gotta see it.
Okay, you know what? When I go to Babscon and I go to your place, Dusty, we'll watch it.
We're gonna. In fact, we'll videotape us watching it, and I'll cut it into a funny video. How's that?
I like this.
Yes.
Next. Oh my God, so good.
Okay, wait. I gotta think of a nostalgia movie.
That's right.
Okay, you know what mine is?
What?
By far, I love Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
I love Indiana Jones. The two one. Of course, Temple of Doom gave me nightmares beyond all comparison.
No Crystal Skulls.
But
no Crystal Skulls.
What are you talking about? I've never heard of such thing. What? You're losing it.
Oh, and also, wait, let's not forget about Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
And actually, Ari has a really funny review of Ghostbusters on my blog that I'll send you guys.
Okay.
I'll have to
very good.
Yes. So I'll bring on the next question. So this is from Leatherneck Brony. First.
Leatherneck Brony is my bro.
Yep.
We're bros.
I was just gonna say he likes to say hi to you, Sarah, and he has a question. Wants to know how you got involved with the show Daria.
Oh, okay. So when I was at LaGuardia, they sent some producers in from MTV, and they asked some people from my voice and diction class to audition for the show. And this was like before Daria even was a real thing. They were just like, we have this new show and we want to audition people from LaGuardia for it. And I was like, all right. And I was 16, so I was like, cool, whatever. And I read for Daria. I read for the role of Daria. I didn't get it, but I was on an episode, and on my episode, my character gets a nose job, and my nose caves in.
Oh no.
Okay.
Yeah, it was very sad. Sad news. But I had so much fun, and I actually would have loved to have been on more episodes because that was a really good time.
Yep. That's cool.
Yeah, I liked it.
That's really cool. So this one is from Parasol. Question for all is, what is your favorite episode from Season 4 so far, and why?
Oh, shoot, that's tough. I really liked the Olympics one, where both biceps, tries out.
Rainbow Falls. Yep.
Right, yeah, Rainbow Falls. So I think that, like, it was cool because we got to know more about him. And I think he's just really, like, a funny comedic character, like, I like when he gets stuck in the hoops and stuff, and also it was kind of like a character moment for Rainbow Dash too.
Oh yeah.
Because she had to, like, make a decision. It was like a moral dilemma.
And Michael Dobson did such a good job as Snowflake. It was just I loved it.
Yeah. But I love both biceps.
I like bulk biceps too. I'm still used to Snowflake all the time, but I do love the name bulk biceps.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah! He just cracks me up. He cracks me up.
What about you, Dusty?
I don't know. Twycane, stop it. I'm thinking, almost every one that comes out now is really good. It's kind of hard to pick, a favorite of the season because they're all pretty dang good. There are certain things about certain ones that have questions, that might be answered later in the season, like why everybody in Manhattan doesn't recognize a princess of the realm trying to get a taxi, or things like that, or why the Daring Do episode, she just doesn't go into the middle of the room as princess and just yell, "Stop! I'm the princess of the realm. Stop fighting." Things like that. It's just little things that I
have a question. So, like, I don't understand. It seems like Scootaloo and Rainbow Dash are like related, and they're not. Like, they haven't said that, but they act like they're siblings.
Well, that's because in last season, on Sleepless in Ponyville, basically Rainbow Dash took her under her wing as a pseudo sister.
I remember that, yeah.
So basically now they are pretty much at the hip whenever they can be, which is awesome. We still haven't figured out where Scootaloo comes from.
We've seen her come out of the house, but that's about it.
We've seen her have a house, but she's had a bedroom, but we haven't seen her family. We haven't seen Rainbow Dash's family other than her dad in a flashback. We haven't seen Fluttershy's family. I have a theory that all Pegasus are kicked off a cloud and told never to come back.
It's possible. I really also, not from this season, but I loved the Twilight Sparkle, brother scene where she's talking about, like, missing her brother. Yeah. I thought that was really, really sweet.
Yeah. That was cool.
Well, one thing that everyone's constantly talking about is how goodness gracious, Rainbow Dash, she moved to Ponyville on her birthday, and some people are saying that when she turned 18, basically her parents kicked her out, and it's like, it's time to make your own life.
Oh, no.
Because there's 21 candles on the cake, and she's been there for 3 years. Right?
Yeah, you're right. You are right!
The manly brain starts thinking too hard again.
It's confirmed. It hurts.
So.
Oh, so you know what Ari's favorite MLP song is?
What?
He loves a true, true friend, helps a friend in need.
Yes.
Friend will be there to help you see. A true, true friend helps a friend in need. You see the light that shines from a true, true friend.
Yes.
Yay! I love that song.
Yes. Now, how did Ari? You guys have watched Equestria Girls?
Yes.
How did Ari, as a young Brony, take that show? Did he understand about the mirror? Did he understand about the two separate worlds?
No, it was a little bit too, like, what's the word? I had to explain it. I had to explain it to him. You know what I mean? Like, it was very subtle. Like, I had to explain that aspect to him. Samara actually likes Equestria Girls more than he does.
There you go. Man, it's a little more girly than.
It's a little more girly. I mean, he'll watch it, but he's like, "Can we go back to My Little Pony now?" You know.
There you go. Okay, Hasbro, you're gonna do it again, though, aren't you?
They're gonna do it again.
It's kind of.
They're gonna do it again.
It was too much of a hit, obviously, too.
Yeah. Although I have to say that the some of the songs from it are kind of fun.
Yeah, the songs are great.
Like, hey, everybody. Yeah, that one's fun.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, the
That
Cafeteria
one is
song.
Mama's favorite. Yep.
Yeah.
And now that they got the new one, which is supposedly going to be like, how do I...
Fans.
Yep, that's it. Okay. So there's going to be more music, and we know Daniel Ingram, he's going to blow out of the water. He's so good
Stephen Andrews are going to just rock it.
They're going to rock it.
But you know, if you saw, we're all thinking this is going to be a replay of Gem. You know, Gem and the Misfits.
Yeah, I could see it. I could see it. Because you got, like, the bad, or not bad, but
Trixie.
you got, like, the Trixie. Exactly.
Trixie, who's going to be the Misfits, and you got Twilight Sparkle's group's going to be Gem. Or,
yeah, totally. It's a little throwback.
Josie and the Pussycats, or something to that.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I hold all opinions until seen product. Okay.
Right.
As everyone else.
We don't know yet. We don't know.
We don't know. Hold all calls until we see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. Okay. So I don't want to hear any negative mojo until.
No spoilers. We don't know.
We don't know. And that's true. I don't know anything about it. I mean, I'm not lying this time. I don't know anything about it. So, next.
I kind of knew about Equestria Girls for quite a long time.
We couldn't talk about it.
It was known as the bombshell.
We couldn't talk about.
Yeah. So this one is from
James Justice! Resident superhero of Stay Brony, my friends. Manipulator of cornflakes. Scourge of that evil genius soggy milk.
Wahahaha!
Wahahaha. What does James want to know this week?
James wants to know, not just of season 4, but all out. What is your favorite episode of the show?
Whoa.
That's even better!
Whoa!
Oh my god.
You
Well,
see,
I
that's
really
really
like the Cutie Mark Crusaders episodes. I'm a fan. I really like the Gabby Gums episode. Because the reason I actually like that episode so much is that it's like anti-gossip. You know, and I think it sends a really strong message to kids, you know, like, don't talk about other people. It's not good.
Yeah.
You know, it's not positive. Nothing positive is going to come from it.
Yep. That's true.
I mean, it's hard to say. I don't think that's like my all-time favorite one, but it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. There are so many good episodes. It's kind of hard to pick one out of 3.5 seasons of.
Exactly. And I also really like the episode with the True Friend because that, that's sort of integral to. It's like I feel like that was a really good character development episode because it shows you. How they all, you know, like, it really shows you, like, the different traits of all the different characters and how they can't, you know, like, Fluttershy can't do what Rainbow Dash can do, or, you know what I mean? Like, I think that one was really neat.
Yeah.
And they have to work together in order to bring back their powers.
Yep. I like that, too.
Rarity needs your help.
Yep. For me, you got to go back to season 1. I mean, it's between... You know, Winter Wrap-Up and that
Oh God,
just brought
yes.
us. It brought us so much world building on top of awesome songs on top of, you know, with a cherry on top. Then, you know, Dress for Success with Rarity falling back on her bed and whining she doesn't know what to wallow in being a horse. It's like, that's just writing on the top level shelf there. It's like, that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh gosh. The episode with Winter Wrap Up I really like too.
Yep.
That's a good one.
I gotta ask you, Sarah. What's because Monosphere was Family Appreciation Day because of its backstory to Ponyville, and it always makes me cry every time I see it. But I gotta ask you, has there ever been any moments that have actually made you tear up in any way or form?
Oh, like I mentioned so I always cry at the Twilight Sparkle, you know, like the brother song. Like that makes me really emotional because I think about my own brother, and I have an older brother, so like to me it is super emotional. And I'm like, why am I getting so upset? But I mean, it's emotional. Like, you know, it's sad because her brother is now living in the castle, and you know, she doesn't get to see him so much, and he was so integral in her life. Like, I think it's a really touching montage and really touching song.
I don't know if you knew this, Sarah, but Daniel Ingram trolled us with that song.
Really?
Yeah, because at the end, the very last set of pitches that Twilight sings is a deceptive cadence.
I didn't know that.
Yes, and of course, cadence is being deceptive.
Yes, I remember that now. Yes, I remember that.
He put that in specifically to see if we'd even
catch it.
And we did. We caught it within a day. And
that's like, really interesting.
Yeah. So he said, yeah, I put that in there and you guys caught it. Good for you. It was like crazy.
You can't hide anything from this fandom.
You can't hide anything.
You can't. You can't.
You can't hide it.
When is the first... Okay, so I couldn't figure this out. When is the first appearance of Derpy?
The first appearance of Derpy is in the first episode.
Yep, you see her in the background, and that was actually a cartoon error. They never meant for her eyes to be derped like that.
Never meant her eyes to be screwed up. It was a cartoon error.
And it stuck.
Error, and it stuck. So basically, somebody caught it in the background and creatively came up with a story for her, and then it just sort of snowballed from there. And then the animators caught it and then started putting her in the background as a tribute to us. She's
so awesome. I love her.
Yep, she's cool.
What really got the whole muffins thing going was the when Applejack, she's overworking herself and she makes those muffins.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then they bring them out, and then you see everyone freaking over muffins, and then you just see Derpy in the background going, muffins! And that just stuck, and everyone calls her like Queen of Muffins and that sort of thing.
Oh, I love Derpy also because I'm a muffin fan, so we're muffin buds.
Blueberry muffins.
Oh, so good. And also Granny. Let's not forget Granny Smith. We love Granny Smith.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, love her. She's awesome.
She's totally awesome.
So this one is from. Oh, where did I put it? For fudge cakes. Here it is. So this one's from Bot117. Question for all: what do you think of cheese sandwich?
He's very cheesy.
Oh, he's so cool. I mean, first of all, let's just acknowledge how awesome Weird Al is, and what a great, amazing career he's had. I mean, he is a brilliant satirist. You know, and so I think the fact that he agreed to go on MLP is so dope. Like that's so cool.
You don't know what happened, right?
No, okay. I don't actually know.
William Anderson, who does the background music for the show, not the songs. He does the background music. Used to play in Al's live band back in the day. So basically, he played with Al for years, and then got into doing stuff for TV. So he's off doing stuff for TV, and he was at a Weird Al concert down in L.A. when Weird Al was coming through, and we're talking about what they were doing, and Anderson said, well, I work on the My Little Pony show right now, and people have been asking whether or not you would ever come on the show. And I guess he told Anderson, I don't know, I'll think about it. And then maybe a month later, he sent an email to Jason Thiessen, who runs the show, one of the directors, and said, yeah, I'll do something. done. So
that's awesome.
So they wrote an episode, and it happened way back in 2012.
Wow, so that was like, yeah, they were preparing for that. He is just great. I mean, he's so talented, and I think that the character fit him so perfectly.
Yeah, I thought it was the best part of that whole episode was where they're doing the goof off, right? Mm-hmm. And then Cheese Sandwich is singing "Smile, Smile, Smile."
Yes,
that's my favorite
Twilight,
part. Yes,
giving Twilight all this cheese and making her the queen of Wisconsin. You know, and
that's the best part of the episode.
They're on the float.
You said Twilight. It's Rainbow Dash.
Yeah, our Rainbow Dash. Sorry, but Rainbow Dash, the queen of frickin' Wisconsin, and he's singing "Smile, Smile, Smile."
Yes.
Pinkie comes. Wait a minute, that's my song. And she.
What are you talking about?
I have no idea what you're talking about. And he says,
yeah, she gets so mad.
Yeah,
I love her. I love Pinkie Pie. Oh, I also really like Too Many Pinkie Pies.
No, that was a fun episode too.
That's a really fun episode.
That was so over the top. I loved it.
Yes.
Cool.
Now, I just love Weird Al. I loved him since I was a child. My first thing I've ever seen him in was the Leslie Nielsen movie, Spy Hard. He did the theme song.
Yeah.
Theme song for Spy
and
Hard.
It's just screaming James Bond. And when I first saw that, I asked my dad about it. And my dad was a huge Weird Al fan, so he started showing me all this other stuff, and I just fell in love with it since. And then when I finally heard that he was going to be on back in like early 2013, maybe even 2012, I was like, dude, that's going to be the best episode ever. And honestly, it's probably one of my top 5. I loved it. All I ever heard out of the music that he was doing, you could hear all sorts of polka music to it. It just screamed Weird Al. I loved it.
Oh yeah, that's like the signature thing because he plays the accordion.
Yep, that's it. And I loved.
It was
His
great.
cutie mark was the best.
They made him
yes.
the horse with no name with the blanket and the hat and walking into town thing. It was pulling the whole Clint Eastwood. It was cool. Next.
Sorry, I just got a text. So let's see here. So this one's from Cypher. Question for you, Dusty. What inspired you to do some cooking? What inspired you to do some cooking episodes?
What inspired me to do cooking episodes? You mean on my YouTube channel?
Yeah.
I like to cook. I cooked for years in a restaurant, and it's one of the things that's manly. If you cannot cook for yourself, you're in trouble.
Word up.
You in trouble if you can't cook for yourself. If you can't open a box of macaroni and cheese and cook it, you got a problem.
Yeah.
So we're going to continue to do cooking videos. We're going to continue to have fun cooking and showing you things that you can make and feed yourself.
Because real men cook.
Because real men cook. Real men cook for their women.
That's right.
Okay? So if you can't cook for your woman, you can't be very romantic, can you?
Mm-mm.
So, and you know what? Coming up Friday, boys. You know what's coming up Friday? That Hallmark holiday of holidays.
V-Day.
V-Day. Valentine's Day is coming Friday, so don't miss it. Don't make the mistake. Okay? And it's doubly for me because my mom's birthday's on the 16th, so I can't miss that. No. No, don't ever miss your mom's birthday either. No.
Buy some apples.
Ah! Buy some apples.
Heck no!
Heck no! Heck no!
New York.
Holy fuck!
New Yorkers.
Language.
Dang.
I know.
I'm sorry. There's a whole New York, swear word slang dictionary that I'm sure I didn't get forwarded. So.
I'm sorry.
That's
it's
okay.
like it's just our adjectives,
I know. New York adjectives.
Believe me, honestly, outside of the show, I'm actually quite the cuss. But
what do we do? Oh, sugar, honey, apple. No, sugar, honey, iced tea.
Yeah, sugar, honey, iced tea.
Wait, so you have a potty mouth outside of the show, Screwball?
Actually, truth be told, I kind of do. And then when people what was it when I released my Dead Space videos with my friend Logan, people watched it, and then I suddenly started getting constant messages, and people were like, "You're a lot more vulgar than I thought. You're not as innocent as everyone says you to be."
We innocent around here, but on our other videos, no.
No.
PG-13.
PG-13, yes.
Yeah, I'm quite
We've got like 8 minutes left.
Okay, so this one's from Farmane. A question for you, Sarah. Best part of New York City.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, okay.
The salsa.
That's...
No.
So the best neighborhood, I guess the best neighborhood to visit when you go to New York would be the Village, because lots of cool restaurants, super diverse and cultural. You could find any kind of food, you know. But Greenwich Village, I would highly recommend. Highly recommend. And of course, Magnolia Bakery, best cupcakes in the world.
Yeah, you go. Yep. I missed Greenwich Village when I was there. I didn't go there.
Next time.
Next time.
Barmaid actually lives on Long Island, so
Long
he's better
Island.
there, of course.
Long Island.
Long Island.
Long Island. The G's silent. Good gracious.
I know, my goodness. Yeah, I mean, there's so many great parts of New York. I think that it just really depends on what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, really, I like to say that New York has something for everybody.
It should. Everybody was coming through from Europe through to America. Some of them stayed.
Yeah.
Some of them kept going, but some of them said, "Hey, New York's fine with me." So everybody who came off that boat, somebody stayed.
We get spoiled living in New York because you can get any kind of food.
At any
You can get
time of day.
anything. Any time of day. Everything is 24 hours.
Yep.
I mean, it's like the best.
It's cool. I so want to go to a theater show in New York.
Oh, you should. And let me know when you're in New York next time, for sure.
Figure it out. Okay, Screwy, next.
Sure thing. Let's see here.
Oh, somebody's mentioning the Bronx Zoo, and I have to second that. The Bronx Zoo is really awesome.
Okay, sorry. I'm multitasking now. I'm getting info on a text about something, but let's see. A question for Imperious. Question for Sarah. From the 80s till now, ponies have changed so much. What kind of changes would you like to see in future generations of MLP?
I want to see some boy ponies.
Some more boy ponies.
Yes, I want to see more boy ponies.
We're starting to get more. We got Trenderhoof last week, so that's a new one. You know, we've got a whole bunch. We got Big Mac, we got Rayburn, we got, you know, Thunder Chicken. What am I talking about? Soren. We got a bunch right now. We need more, you know, lead pony. You know,
Exactly. I think we
Big
need
Macs.
more protagonist ponies.
Yes.
I mean, because for a while, Ari was insisting that Rainbow Dash was a boy.
I think a lot of people were insisting Rainbow Dash was a boy because she's, you know, a lot of, you know, kids that young don't understand tomboy.
No, and I said, you know, right, she's a girl, but I think that the thing is, you know, a lot of boys do like this is interesting, actually. I was subbing for a first grade class, and I told the class that my son liked My Little Pony, and a lot of the boys were like, "That's weird," and I was like, "Really? Why is it weird?" And they were like, "It's a girl show," and I was like, "But it's a kid show," and we got into an interesting dialogue about it. So I think that it does start young, this whole idea of gender, you know, of gender shows. So I think it's important to have some boy representation.
Okay, that reminds me. My mom, she's also a teacher, and she was subbing for I think it was like kindergarten or grade 2 or something like that. And what happened was she wanted to get a bunch of reward stickers, and then so she's like, I'm gonna get some My Little Pony stickers. So she managed to get some of course this generation. And when she was rewarding them, she pulls out she had like monster truck ones or something like that, and then she had the My Little Pony just to of the gender difference, you know, all that. But what happened was she goes up to a pony. He's like, "Which one do you want?" And he's like, of course, he points to the monster trucks, and they're like, "Why not the ponies?" And then he's like, "'Cause that's a girl show." And he's like, "Well, that's not true. My son watches it." And then he's like, "What? That's so weird." And the same thing happened. My mom actually discussed to him that there is actually indeed guys who watch the show and that sort of thing.
It's true, and the other thing is that I said, once I said that my son watched it, I said, does anybody, you know, do any of the boys like it? And then this one kid raised his hand, and he's like, I kind of like it. And I think the only reason that he was timid about it, though, is because all these other boys in the class were like, it's weird, you know, but, you know, it's important to have an open dialogue.
It is important. Okay, Screwy, we are there. You know what time it is?
Bedtime.
Close. It's time for that one great question you've been holding on, man. The last question of the show.
Now this one I'm sure you Americans, because I'm a Canadian, I don't get this much, but this one's from Umicon Brony's CFK. Since the Super Bowl just passed, aka commercial Christmas, I was wondering what was your favorite Super Bowl commercial? If what was your favorite commercial of your show, Stay Brony, my friends?
Woo! Well, I did not watch the Super Bowl because I'm a bad American.
Bad American.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I know. I fell asleep. But on this particular show, I really liked your rejected Hasbro commercial. Because you guys... Commercial? Yes. Oh, yes. Yes.
Okay, I had a good laugh out of that one. That was good.
That was really hilarious.
Thank you.
Well done. Well done.
We've done a lot. I've done a lot of different ones. I usually do a commercial about someplace in the show. Like I've done one for the library. I've done one for. I haven't done one for Davenport yet, but Golden Oaks Library, Colgate's Dentistry.
I love that one.
That one's good. Let's see, Rich's Barnyard Bargains. We did one for.
Yes.
Yeah. We did the Equestrian Manticore Fund. It is exactly what you think it is. We've done a lot of different ones. First one we ever did was Pony Joe's Donuts, which is sort of nostalgic because it stinks so badly now.
I want to see it now.
So old. It's so old. If you go back and look at a couple of the early versions of our show, it'll pop up. So
there's this sort of just brings on to topic. I've tweeted a couple of times, but I'm actually we're bringing on a little quote unquote I wouldn't say commercial, but my mini series that I like to call You Know What's Screwy.
Yep, You Know What's Screwy. So we're gonna have a new little bit here for our show. You Know What's Screwy, done by Screwball himself. He's gonna do the whole thing. He's gonna edit it. He's going to do everything. Send it to me. All I'm going to do is play it. So it's going to be Screwy's whole gig. It's going to be awesome.
Newest episode. The very first one is next show.
Absolutely.
It's been busy quite a few weeks, so it would have been this show, but next show, definitely.
Next show in 2 weeks, we're going to have a new bit with Screwball, his own little bit, and you know what? We're at the end of the show, so I'm going to say a couple things. Stick around for the outro. It's awesome. Guys at Filming is Magic did that for us. We'll have them on the show probably this summer on how you do all that kind of really great stuff. And we have tons of original programming here on Everfree.net. Go check it out. Everfree Network is your place for original content in the fandom. We have tons and tons of shows on just about anything you could want on the radio side and on the live side. So check it out over there at Everfree Network. Thank you, Sarah and Ari. Thank you very much for staying up with us. I know it's East Coast time.
You're welcome. We had so much fun.
Absolutely. Babscon, TrotCon, Everfree Northwest, all the guys, Brony Can, Care to Win for everything that he does. Amy, my wonderful girlfriend. Amy, I love you. Screwy, and you out there who come and when we make fools of ourselves, you stick around anyway. Every time we turn on the camera. So, just thanks for checking that out. And you know what? Next guest is? You know who the next guest is, Screwy?
Can I say one word?
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah! Michael Dobson himself is going to be here. Bulk Biceps is going to be here. Yes! Michael Dobson is going to be here in 2 weeks.
Oh, and I'm going to watch that show.
He's done everything. He goes all the way back.
Oh, I'm such a fan
all the way
of
back.
his.
The IMDb on this guy is huge. We're going to have tons to talk about. On top of that, he's really looking forward to be on the show. So we're going to have tons of fun.
I am excited about that show.
Excited. So that's in 2 weeks. So we're going to get out of here, go get some dinner, because I'm starving. I've been sick for 5 days.
No!
I've had the stomach flu virus thing, and I eat something and it goes bye-bye. So I'm starving.
Us too. I hope you feel better.
I hope I feel better too, because I got to go work tomorrow. Yeah. So I will catch you guys in 2 weeks. Screwball, new bit. Next time we have a show, it's going to be awesome. So don't miss the show. We'll catch you later. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time to go. We hate to leave you, but we'll be back soon. Good night, sweetheart. Good night. Good night, sweetheart. Good night.